28. Many managing agents don't understand building construction and building defects and so give ridiculous advice. Before I actually answer this one, are there any managing agents in the room? Before I offend somebody. Okay, well this is going to be a bit of a rant then. I cannot believe sometimes the nonsense which a managing agent will tell me about my own properties. But you'll get a phone call which will say something like, oh, Mr. Jones, we're ever so sorry, but the tenants sort of rung up and said that you've got some damp at the property, so we're going to send a damp proofing firm round to have a look to give a quote. And I say, oh, okay, that's interesting. I'm sure we had that done, about 3 years ago. Where is the damp? And they'll say something like, oh, well, it's under the bathroom window. Yeah, but this is a first floor bathroom, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So now I'm thinking, well, why are we sending out a damp proof company who are going to be looking underneath the bathroom window? But you see, they don't know. They don't know. I mean, hopefully you all know. The damp proof course is near the bottom, isn't it? In most houses. Well, I've never seen it go all the way up to a bathroom window on the first floor. For the agent it does. So I'm thinking, well, if it's under the bathroom window, then it's going to be maybe something wrong with the sill. It could be the pointing. There could be sort of like rendering on the back, which is cracked, and the rain sort of like getting sucked in through the rendering. It could be the gutters are a bit wonky. It could just be the gutters need clearing, because when it rains a lot, the water's just sort of coming out over the gutter. It could be as simple as getting somebody with a ladder. But as soon as they think it's damp, they will say it has to be. It must say in their manual, any reference to damp, get the damp proofing firm in. Now, maybe this is just my experience, but it drives me nuts. Similarly with boilers and stuff. The amount of times that they wanted to quote something like £3 for a new boiler when I can get it done at least half that price. All this kind of crazy stuff. So I've realised over the years I've had to educate my managing agents in building construction and how to actually rectify the defects. But it's a good job I know, isn't it? Because if I was sort of like wet behind the ears and just starting out, I might think, oh crikey, I've got damp under the bathroom window. Oh look, doing the whole damp proof course and replastering everywhere is going to cost me like 12 grand. Oh dear. Can happen, can't it? So it's an extreme example, but the key thing is we should all know. So one of our roles as property investors is to actually understand this stuff and to actually understand building construction, not just to the point where we're going to get any qualifications in it, but a basic understanding of whether it's even possible to have rising damp up under the bathroom window would be quite a good start, wouldn't it? I actually had one recently with one of my properties, and it was the whole damp thing, and what happened was that the contractors went round. Now, they didn't say it was rising damp, but there was some kind of damp issue, and they said we want to send our contractors round. The damp was in a bedroom at the front of the house, and what they did, for some reason best known to themselves, was they got the family to actually vacate this is the contractors, they got the family to sort of keep away from this bedroom all day while they sprayed the inside wall with something like silicone, which was a bit weird because it didn't seem to do anything to the paintwork. It looks like they actually haven't done anything, which is a bit strange, isn't it? They wouldn't go around and not do anything and still charge, would they? Wouldn't have thought so. But anyway, apparently they sprayed the inside wall of this bedroom with some kind of additive stuff and then said they dealt with it, whereas actually the reality was it was purely caused by a blocked gutter, which was also blocking the downpipe as well, which meant that the rainwater had been coming over the last few months when we've had heavy rain. So do we think that this spray on the inside of the wall is actually going to do anything? Show me a hand if you think that was a great way of actually sorting out the problem. But they charged us quite a lot of money for that. So anyway, the managing agents were perfectly happy because all they've done, they've got it off their desk, haven't they? I hope you found this video useful and informative, and if you did, then please come over to my website www.thepropertyteacher.co.uk, where you'll find loads more great property related resources, including free special reports to download and my best-selling series of ebooks, which includes the Successful Property Renovators Workshop, 63 common defects in investment property and how to spot them. And if you're just starting out in property, or if you want to grow your portfolio, you may be particularly interested in the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop, in which I'll take you through exactly how I started and built my property portfolio, starting literally with none of my own money, and how I built a portfolio of £2 million worth of property in just 4 years. And that was starting from scratch. I'll take you through everything that I did right so that you can copy me and do the same. And I'll also show you everything that I did wrong so that you can avoid the mistakes that I made and so that you can progress in property and be far more successful far more quickly than I ever was. And this is based upon my own real life experience, and it took me about 4 years to actually work out how to do property investing properly. But in the 200 pages in the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop, I'm going to show you all of that 4 years knowledge condensed down so that you can use it immediately. And until next time, here's to successful property investing.